Hey guys, I am Roaring the Werewolf, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. I am going to discuss the coverage of Fallout 4 and what it entails with what we can expect in the game itself, because a lot of info is has just been dropped on us. Now you have to excuse me because I just got done watching many people's reactions of Final Fantasy VII, so I was crying happy tears just a moment ago. But right here, no, right here. Yep, I see you. Hey, is my first reaction video to the Fallout 4 information and the whole segment. All of E3's discussion of Fallout 4 is right here. And I'm also going to be discussing some of that guy's interviews that he held afterwards that may clear up some things. I'm going to be discussing modding. I'm going to be discussing gameplay mechanics, weapons, all kinds of stuff in this video. Just to break it down. And I have this up here for the reason of enlightening me, just in case if I happen to miss anything of discussion. Now, this beginning bit where he shows off the intro, the beginning of Fallout 4. Let me go ahead and play all this for you. Yeah, all this concept art that he has right here.
It's our belief
It shows off lots of little tiny stuff. And if you look really close, you can see certain little things that might not show up in your first watch of this. Like, take if we pause right here, we have all this stuff that you're probably not focused on, and instead you're focused on this. Let me fast forward to one particular part in general, and it was covered by another Fallout YouTuber by the name of Epoxy, I believe. Is it right here? No, it's pretty close though. Ah, right here. Alien concept art, as you can see, right there. It's right there. New suits, new weapons from the looks of it. It's interesting. There's concept art for aliens in Fallout 4. So we could probably anticipate they're going to be aliens, whether it be from a perk that you get later on in the game or maybe a future DLC. Now, I said in my previous video of the initial Fallout 4 information before all this popped out that they don't usually do the same DLC twice, but they might add a little twist to it. Say we had Mothership Zeta from Fallout 3. They will never remake that type of DLC ever again in any form or fashion. But what if they took a little twist on it, like a Journey to the Moon DLC kind of thing, and aliens have set up a moon base right up there, since, well, the character from Fallout 3 has her own basically alien ship. All this concept art, all this nice little cool little stuff, like right below the alien is a queen mole rat, so we'll probably end up seeing that in the game somewhere or another. There's all kinds of new armor to look out for. Just interesting in general. And I'm excited at the possibilities, not only for the game itself, or how modders for the PC master race are going to implement because there's so many things, so many possibilities you can do with this new way of doing things. Amazing. Yeah, some of these are like way too fast for their own bloody good. Let's there was one that I just saw a moment ago. No. No. Right there. Oh, look at this. This looks like a vault for rich people. Because these are stasis pods, but they happen to be broken into. Now, this is probably going to be a luxury vault from the look of it, where all rich people have ended up escaping to instead of the weird experiments vaults that I'm sure your character falls into. Now let's go ahead and fast forward to this little bit. Now, in my last video, I was wrong about a couple things, but I've been right about a lot of other things. And this one is when I was wrong. But, of course, this is the tutorial. This is the beginning of the game where you first set up your character. The pre-war part of it. Now, I didn't think that they were going to do this. I didn't think they were going to have a pre-war thing, but they did implement a better character creating system than that little tiny TV that they usually have. Instead of using a simulator, they used a mirror before the war. Well, before the bombs dropped anyway. And you can create a female character. And it's weird because I knew it, but then whenever he paused to it,
You're gonna knock him dead at the most.
like, you hear the audience applause
Absolutely.
like it was not gonna happen. I'm like,
Hogging the mirror.
And
why?
This is where you create your character by simply selecting part of the
Now
face
this is cool.
and sculpting.
This right here, sculpting the face, this is kind of like an offshoot from, this is how Black Desert Character Creator kind of works, though it does have sliders in Black Desert,
We're
but
gonna
this
speed
doesn't
up time
seem
here
like
to
it
show
does.
you just how easy and powerful
I still
this
have to
is
probably
create
toy around
all
with
new
it.
characters by just sculpting and making changes wherever you want in the face. No series of sliders.
But here, check this part out.
My turn, big guy.
And of course, you can play as a female.
I can do it. They're all clapping. No reason.
Is who you'll play.
It's obvious it's gonna happen.
And this is an entirely dynamic system. It's the same system we use to create all of the game's NPCs.
Now apparently you
We
play
even
one of these
generate
two
a baby
characters.
based on the couple you make.
Yeah, and the baby. I didn't think of what was going to happen.
What's the baby for?
Yeah, I didn't know what was the baby for, but then I realized that it could be part of the main story.
That robot.
I'll get into that a little bit. Now they didn't show a little bit of what is common in Fallout 3 and Fallout New Vegas, where you choose your skills. It shows you could choose your special, but your skills, it didn't highlight that. And I didn't see it in any, while scanning this video, I didn't see any of it in the Pip-Boy menu.
Underground fallout shelters. Vaults, if you will.
But there's room for my entire family, right?
Of course, of course. When is your robot?
I think they're going to implement skills not in the same way that they did before, because it still has to play a part in speech checks and in weapon usage. Yeah, and it doesn't have continue or move forward or anything like that right there.
Just gonna walk this over to the vault.
And it just immediately changes. Though he does skip
Hey, it's peace of mind.
like a little bit ahead
Paperwork, right?
in this part where you don't see the skills. Like science, big guns, explosives, whatever.
Actually have reported around 1,000 of the most popular names for him to say.
Now, when I heard about this, I thought it was pretty cool. But he only said it was for the robot. I don't think it's for every NPC. That would be quite a lot of data. Unless he is your robot follower. You're supposedly one token robot follower.
We need to get to the vault. Now!
I've got Sean. Let's go.
Almost there. I love you. Both of you.
We love you too.
Hold on!
Now he cuts it at this part too,
Now,
where the bomb goes off, and when he reinitiates the video, it shows the character
we're
emerging.
not going to be spoiling or talking about the game's story tonight.
Yeah, they're not going to be
Do
talking about the
survive
story,
and get lowered into the vault.
but you can kind of get an idea of what may
But you
happen.
then emerge 200 years later.
Yeah, from cryostasis, you emerge 200 years later.
Cryostasis.
Something happens in the video in between the bomb going off and this point, where it probably has to tie in with your spouse and your child, because later on in the E3 conference you see the point where he picks up the Pip-Boy, and right in this point he already has it. So something has gone wrong in Vault 111. Who knows what it could be? And we got to be open to the possibility that maybe the character you choose, like I'm going to be choosing a woman, maybe my character's husband has been opened from his cryostasis pod early, like years early, and probably already exited, and or the baby is no longer a baby. The baby could be a little kid, baby could be a teenager, could be an old person. But I feel like the main story is going to be part of your spouse and your child, which is the reason why you're emerging from 111 and you're the only survivor in that vault. So who knows? Who knows?
The only survivor?
Yeah. I wonder if you get to reallocate your skills when you get to this point.
An enormous dynamic world where you can create any kind of character you want, go where you want, and do whatever you want. Player freedom remains our absolute #1 goal. This is running on a next-generation version of our creation engine, features full physical-based rendering, as well as dynamic volumetric lighting.
This is going to be beautiful. Utterly beautiful. Okay, let's fast forward to the dog. Followers. Now, the interviews afterwards with Todd Howard, he indicated indirectly that there was going to be more than one companion. So you definitely are going to have more than one companion. And this probably also has to tie in with people for your base, for base creation, where you get to recruit people for your town, which is actually quite interesting in on itself. So who knows? This you might get more than 5, 6 followers, all because of the purpose for repurposing your town, building the fences, whatever. This is going to be quite interesting. And I hope you can repurpose robots too. It's either that, if they don't have it at launch, I hope it's a DLC. Because that would be actually kind of cool, a robot-only DLC. In some form or fashion. Who knows? Okay. The follower mechanics for the dog seems a little bit more simplified than in New Vegas.
Okay then.
But of course he doesn't dive too much into the follower mechanics. Only just like the same mechanics that you can do with Skyrim.
By simply pointing at things in the environment and activating them, it's all.
Because as you can see, he kind of held the button onto the dog, just like you can do for Skyrim follower, and point him out to an area to pick up something, just like a Skyrim follower. So it does have the mechanics like that in the game itself, from what it appears like. But being able to actually physically pick up an item, and it looks like it's in the dog's mouth and give it to you, that's actually pretty cool. That's new.
And textual.
Grab that.
Good combination wrench.
Now, I don't really like this little dialogue system too much. It's just weird. Like, you don't have the choices, you don't have the dialogue box, but it's not invasive like the dialogue box is, though it is in an odd spot. They could have put it over to the side a little bit, or maybe a little bit lower on the screen.
Ready to get back out.
The reactions of the dog is actually pretty cool, pretty realistic. And here we are in the VAT system, which I was shocked because they usually stop the camera. They usually stop it. And this has it where it's actually moving in slow motion. And it kind of, I think this is probably better, because if you played Fallout 3 or Fallout New Vegas, when the camera was completely stopped on an enemy, particular, and you have something in your way, a follower, a wall, a pole in your way, and you end up shooting the pole, the wall, or your follower. But at this point, you can like move into the right line of sight and then just let it rip. Though this part with the critical hit right here, I don't like this little circle thing that you'll end up seeing right up here. I'm not liking that. That's just weird. Somebody's probably going to create a mod to get rid of that.
Detailed game world that we have ever made, culminating in the massive ruins of downtown Boston.
Areas look fantastic. Salt mine, a quarry, a swamp. This looks so pretty. In a kind of disgusting, end of the world kind of way. Oh, I can't wait. I can't wait. I also can't wait for Final Fantasy VII, because, but that's another story in on itself. Look at the armor. Look at the world. Super mutants are a little bit darker than normal. Established towns. This kind of almost looks like an area in Midgard from Final Fantasy VII, which I was a little bit happy about, as you saw in the reaction video. I'm like, oh, that looks very cool. Now this little bit right here,
This is a very old photo from the future,
he talks about the Pip-Boy.
of course, of the invention of the very first Pip-Boy.
And the
It is
thing about it is, there's
the
this
world's,
point where I freak
greatest
out in the
smart
reaction
watch
video
power and
because I
portability.
was like, oh, this is going to be
And
cool.
of course, we have a new one in Fallout 4. This is where you find it when you leave the vault.
Yeah, he's still in the vault at this point before he exits Vault 111. He finds the Pip-Boy on that guy's dead body. I like the loading up time, the kind of realistic feel, even the fingers.
You do spend a lot of time in our
See,
games
okay,
doing
okay,
stuff.
right here. You see the special, and you see perks right by the special. It's right up there, but there is no skills. Which makes me think. It's not in inventory, it's not in... It's maybe in data. There's map and radio are separate now. So let's
Your
go in
items
a
and
little bit more in.
So we put a lot of emphasis on making this entertaining, but also making it come alive on the screen.
Wait a second. Hold on. I kind of saw something there right at the boot up when he moved the Pip-Boy. Let's take a closer look at that. I didn't catch that.
You do spend a lot
Oh,
of
it
time
was
in our games
status.
looking at
All right,
your
never
stats,
mind.
your items and
Never
more.
mind.
So we put a lot of emphasis on making
Yeah,
this
status.
entertaining, but also making it come alive on the screen.
We take a look at the inventory. It looks actually pretty neat. I suspect that you're capable of actually changing the color of your Pip-Boy menu screen as you can in the other two. So that's going to be pretty cool.
Your various items. We do have a layered armor.
This is interesting because it has armor percentages, at what point they're liable to break or not break. I think is actually pretty cool. So that's going to be quite an interesting mechanic, and for modders it's going to open up a new possibilities of costume, armor, clothing, appearance, and everything. And as you can see, he has also a wedding ring.
System now. There are holotapes.
Now this is cool. This
can
is cool
listen
right
to,
here.
And some of these are even game tapes.
I suspect modders are going to create custom little tiny video games for the Pip-Boy. That's going to be one of the cool little features that the PC is going to end up coming out with. That's actually pretty neat.
We like all kinds of games. Yeah. We just, the Pip-Boy is an important part of Fallout, and we love it so much. We made a real one. This comes with our collector's edition.
I freak out.
So
It comes with the collector's edition. And the collector's edition, of course, is probably going to be close to $100 or so. This is going to be out the part where I say, I told you so. And for the reason of, don't pre-order right off. For this reason. Those of you who've already bought Fallout 4, you're kind of kicking yourself in the nads now. Because this came out. And Bethesda decided to give us a little treat for a collector's edition. In the video it shows me freaking out, but right now I'm laughing about it because never ever pre-order until you have more information. I don't think PC gamers are going to be able to get this. I think only Fallout, PlayStation 4, and Xbone people are going to be able to get this. Well, you might be lucky enough to find one for PC, but this is primarily for PS4 and Xbone, most likely. I thought this was kind of funny. This proves my point. Don't pre-order unless you know more about the game you're buying.
Is the Fallout 4 Pip-Boy edition. And yes, you can put your phone in it. And yes, we made an app for it. So it works with the game, and yes, it's a second screen experience. And usually, I find second screen experiences, they're generally just stupid gimmicks. But like, as far as stupid gimmicks goes, I assure it's the best fucking one I have ever seen. It is awesome. It is.
Now I'm gonna lower the volume here because he talks about Fallout Shelter, which is cool little app game that I haven't dived into. But I'm going to be talking a little bit more about modding, because in interviews after the E3 press conference, he talks to, of course, the interviewer about modding for Xbone and PlayStation 4. Now, the way I think this system is going to be implemented, the creation kit is going to be coming out sometime after the release of Fallout 4. It could be months. Yeah, it's more than likely going to be months. In between 2 months to 6 months. And people are definitely going to be modding Fallout 4 when it comes out, before the creation kit does. So you're probably going to see a lot of armor retextures, a lot of E and Bs, maybe even weapon retextures. It's going to be simple little stuff at first. So expect no custom textures. Expect no quest mods, anything like that right off the bat. It's going to be mostly visual stuff. Also, since he was talking about wanting to put mods for the people who are on consoles like Xbox and PlayStation, he has to implement a system. He's going to try to do Xbone first, because since it's PC to Xbone, it's a little bit more simpler than PlayStation 4 and PC. So I would suspect that the PC creator, the mod creator, will upload it to a Microsoft or a Sony website, much like the Nexus, and that is going to be implemented into a update for both Xbone and PS4, where you can get online and download that particular mod that modder put up on that particular website on the PC, and download it into your system folder for that particular game. It's going to be a little complicated and a little buggy at first if they can pull it off. But I thought that is pretty cool, because a lot of people really want to play mods on the console version, and they don't have enough money to play on a gaming. They don't have enough money to buy a gaming PC so they can have this content. I should know. I feel their pain. I played Skyrim on the 360 for years before I got my gaming PC. So this is a nice little thing that Bethesda is trying to do for the console people. I also kind of think that this was the reason why Steam kind of went to a pay for mods model on its Steam Workshop. I think for this particular reason for Fallout 4. Yeah. The conspiracy of Steam. Let me go ahead and fast forward all this. Alright, where are we now?
Now, this game is going to be free, but don't worry, there are no
Still talking about Fallout Shelter.
Exciting. What's even out on the app? I hope materials.
All right,
we have
let's
gone
take a little bit more closer look at this system.
And here's how it works in the
Building
game.
your own
We're
base,
allowing
your own
character
house. Okay, as far as we can tell, we have structures right here, and we have our menu at the top for beds that more than likely has to deal with your community members, the safety of your place, the power output, the happy meter of people happy in your community.
To rebuild.
I think
And it works like this. You can scrap items in the world for materials and then use those materials to build the way you want.
all right, let me pause it right here. Steel 15, wood 20, concrete 15, rubber 5 for this whole building. Alright, we can see floor and roof components built with wood and steel. Let's see, we have independent little structures right here. Structures, wood, prefabs. You got build, cancel, delete, tag for search and exit.
And one of the great things about having a fully dynamic game engine is all of this just works in real time. Rip it apart, build the way you want.
Different assorted
Like
beds,
the rest of the game, this is about
chairs,
your own experience.
benches.
We want you to build and decorate.
Let's see what we got here. We got a magazine rack. So magazines are going to be more than likely implemented in the game because I don't think that they will end up getting rid of them. And that's where the skills come in, I think. Since there is no skill system on the Pip-Boy menu that I've been able to see, I think those skills are going to be like buffs. And these buffs are from magazines. I don't think that they would just completely get rid of magazines and books because that's too much of the Fallout 3, Fallout New Vegas universe. I think they retouched it up and did something different with the whole skill system.
Make yourself really
As you can see, bobbleheads are now in this. You can create your own bobblehead stand and your own independent bobbleheads. Agility, barter, and charisma. It's either that or you find them throughout the wasteland, which that is actually pretty cool. I like this.
a place you want to live in. A new home for yourself and your best friend, of course. As your settlement grows, people will arrive, including
Okay,
some
let's
traders
backtrack
that-
a little bit. Alright, let's take a look at this thing. Trading stand, of course we got right here wood, and for some reason bottle caps and steel. Requires something right there. So it could either require a perk or a particular type of skill. Now we also have right over there on the side that says local leader and required rank 3 in order to set this up. Interesting. Interesting indeed.
As your settlement grows, people will arrive, including certain traders. They have some of the best items in the game. For these people, you will need...
It seems like we can also garden. Look at it. It requires something and it produces 0.05, whatever that means. But planting tato, you need tato plants. So you can create your own garden. And as you can see right down here in the resources, food, there's a lot more stuff to choose from.
You can plant food, water, and even power generators.
Probably create your own irrigation
Alright, so
system.
The generators will power things through switches that require power, lights and other items, and then you run wires that connect them all, and again, it just works.
Now produces 3 energy, and the lights requires a certain amount of energy as well.
That hook to this power grid, and then you can
Alright, this requires 1 energy for the terminal. Required rank hacker. Rank 1. as you can see right here.
Control the various things and tweak them that the power lines are connected to.
Let's see. Ooh, look, here's a skill. Science. Required skill science in order to build up a laser turret. Requires crystal, aluminum, circuitry, screws, fire objects, gears, and nuclear material. Requires 2 energy and produces 8 safety. I suspect. Look at all these other turrets right here.
This includes things like turrets, because you do.
Alright, this requires something. Produces 2 safety. Requires wood and steel. Some kind of defense area.
You want to build defenses because your settlements can and will get attacked by raiders.
Now this is pretty cool. I think the amount of raiders that is going to be invading your area
So it's fun to build up something
has to
yourself
deal
in
with
the
the
game that
size
eventually you'll
of
find
your
that
community.
meaningful for you.
Yeah, look at this. This is pretty cool. This
There are
base.
many
And we have some kind of weird barrel system right here, maybe to make beer or Nuka-Cola or whatever. We got a generator right there, another beer thing. Lights, stand second floor. Seems to have some kind of fenced-in area, I think, right here. Who knows? This is going to be quite an interesting game mechanic. And for modders, it's going to open up new possibilities.
large sites in the game world where we allow you to build, and you can even run Brahmin caravans.
Oh, this is cool. Look at this. It's just right on the water. Oh,
Between your settlements. Keep in mind, like most things we do, this is an optional part of the game that you can do if you want to. It's just one part of a huge game, but it's really, really great for Fallout. We just absolutely love this feature.
now I suspect your perks and your skills, if you do have skills, are going to unlock more crafting possibilities. It's either that or you'll find the recipes to create stuff for your community throughout your gameplay experience.
And this crafting system carries over to other things in the world. So let's say you want to build this scope. And the game will tell you you need these components. And those components are found in all of the items in the world.
So basically, don't
So
throw
you
anything
decide
away.
To build this scope out of these, you know, say the microscope, a toy car, or these, you know, duct tape, an alarm clock, and such. So we like to fill our worlds with thousands of items that you can interact with, and now all of them have purpose. And here's what it looks like in the game. We do have over 50
All right.
base weapons.
As you can see right here, he's taking apart a laser. Right here we have damage, the amount of ammo it can heal, fire rate, range, accuracy, weight, and value. And the mod slots that is coming on. Available mods: short barrel, improved short barrel, long barrel, improved long barrel, and more. The menu system's still a little bit bulky though.
And over 700 modifications.
But as you can see, if he equips the long barrel with the laser pistol, the range is increased exponentially. Though the accuracy is minus, the weight is minus, the damage is plus. And it also has the ingredients for each of these. It doesn't look like it takes a lot, which is good.
For those weapons.
And it appears whenever you
can take a basic,
add
you know,
on
laser pistol from
stuff,
one of the
it increases your experience. You can see it just right there at the side. So I think everything you do just gives you a tiny bit of experience here and there. As you can see, adding that adds 7.
base weapons, and then modify that and turn it into something completely new.
Amazing.
No fucking way.
This is going to be one of the funnest things to do in the game itself, creating new and unique weapons to fit your own style. Oh, I'm gonna have so much fun.
Oh.
And you can even modify.
As you can see, modifying armor. Right here we have damage resist. We have health of the armor, which is probably durability. We have its weight and its value. As you can see, he's modifying each individual piece. The arms, the legs. Let's take a little bit more. See if we can get it at a... Apparently I did see a headlamp. So you do have a flashlight on top of your head that can probably be utilized in dark situations. Right there. There it is. Headlamp. Just right there at the bottom. MK2, no material mod, no miscellaneous mod.
Oh, I knew it.
This opens up new possibilities for modders too, creating better customizable armor.
We've spent a lot of time on all the weapons and the armor because we have focused heavily from day one to make the combat in this game feel great. And feel great no matter how you played it. You want to play it full on first person, you can play it in third person, or you can use VATS, which now gives you more control to slow down time and choose your shots. You know, there's a lot of great things that this game does, but I tell you, you could be experiencing, you know, a quiet moment in the game with your dog, and the right song.
I love the song that they chose for
and
this.
The action breaks out.
The song
and
is
you're
actually
reminded
pretty cool.
Just how fun and special a Fallout game can be.
Ready to fuck some shit up?
I like the way they did this. The dressing scene montage. Raider scum. Seeds Breaker Sentry Bot. Raider Waste Behemoth. Mirelurk Queen. Mirelurk Queen. Ooh, synth. So there's definitely going to be androids. Raider Veteran. Raider Psycho. Super Mutant Brute. Super Mutant Skirmisher. Rad Scorpion, of course. Synth Strider. Oh, this part is cool. It has its own menu system. The attack power you have, like, the radiation that it absorbs, the HP that it has, even like the condition of itself, right in the screen. This is actually pretty cool. Oh, I really like this. This is how power armor should have been to begin with, its own like little mini mech suit. Fight Club. Ugh, blood bug. Now this is interesting. Calling an enclave, or a vertibird basically, to your rescue. Could it be the fast travel system implemented a little bit more immersively? Or could this be a quest mission? Wait, I gotta go back to that little point and see the menu for that. Let me go ahead and do that. Okay. Ah, the junk jet is like the rocket launcher. The rocket launcher from Fallout 3, just a little bit more amped up. Teddy bear, toy alien, typewriter, and vodka. Junk jet. It seems to have its own ammo slot menu capability, much like a storage unit, I guess. Alarm clock, ashtray, baby rattle. Maybe. Rocket pack. Now, that kind of blew me for a little bit of surprise, because I thought that they were going to have some kind of motorcycle or dirt bike. Who knows? They still might. Maybe. But the rocket pack adding a little bit more vertical exploration to the game, so that might enhance it a little bit, instead of just having things being on your level.
It's good to be back.
Fallout 4 comes out in November 10th of this year. Oh, I'm looking forward to that. Though I am not going to be putting videos up on my channel of Fallout 4 immediately, because I still have to go through 2 more DLCs for Fallout 3 and New Vegas. I still have to go through New Vegas. And plus, the whole gameplay for Fallout 4 is going to be super saturated, and I don't want to spoil myself. I barely watch any Witcher stuff because I will eventually play that. I barely watch any Dragon Age stuff because I will eventually play that. I don't want to spoil myself on all the good juicy parts. And I'm definitely not going to be watching any streamer or any YouTuber that does Fallout stuff. And if I do, I probably won't be paying attention to it, because I like to play with ambient noise, just noise running in the background. And yeah. But yeah, there you go. Me walking through of some of the speculations, some of the skills, a little bit more modding news on Fallout 4. Now, I hope you enjoyed this video. What are you doing? Come over if you want to come over. Come on. Come on. Come on. Say bye to the viewers. Come on. Come on. There you go. There you go. Well, I'm Warren the Werewolf. You guys stay furry. Hope you enjoyed watching this video. Say goodbye. Say goodbye. And I will see you all in the next one.